Greetings, fellow Armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
AdvBlueDude.
And welcome to the finale of the So You Want to Be an Imagineer historical retrospective covering seasons 11 and 12. All right, Adventure Blue Dude, this one's obviously going to be considerably shorter than the other two podcasts because A, we've got less seasons to cover, B, I think it's fair to say these two seasons kind of fall by the wayside a little bit. I think season 11 has some redeeming elements to it. Season 12 is memorable for one thing and one thing only, and I'm sure that's something that you don't like. So, okay, so let's just set it up right now. Season 11, press start. For a while, I labeled it Where No Mind Had Gone Before because I wanted to kind of separate it from the video game concept. But having said that, we did have an idea where the whole season was going to be video games. It was going to be one big video game theme park you were designing. That fell by the wayside when we got some complaints about it because, you know, people were just like, this is way too much research we'd have to do. It's way too niche. So we kind of restructured the format in a way where we'd work in some IPs. It was definitely a season where there were a lot of really weird IPs at play, for sure. Because we had a project based around the Nostalgia Critic, some other stuff we'll get into. But having said that, Nintendo and the video game stuff in general definitely did play a big part in it. This is a season that Man-Eating Leaf eventually goes on to win. So let's kind of go through some of these projects. The first project was the Legend of Zelda, the Legend of Zelda e-ticket, the Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
Okay. So we have some concept art here.
I'd also
you want to talk about this project at all?
Yeah, I'd also like to quickly mention that this was the first season that I judged and co-hosted.
Okay, and I believe that this was when we were getting into the Inside Baseball show as well, right?
Yeah, we started out the show, we started the channel because of this.
Yes. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, so here we have some vehicle concept art, but there was about the Legend of Zelda project in general.
Yeah, no, there was one team that did the Wind Waker ride, which was interesting. It had some problems. I had some problems with it, but it was cool. That project I don't remember at all. Muse team did a really interesting project where the Nintendo headquarters was overtaken by the Zelda universe, which escaped, and you were kind of going through that, which was really cool. It was like an interesting idea, and it was fun. But all three projects are really great. It was a great start to the season. Yeah,
Zelda is definitely one of those things that's been in the pipeline for a while for a theme park attraction. I think Universal should jump on Zelda as one of the first things they do with the Nintendo license. There's one other piece of concept art I want to show off because I really like it. It's the one with Link. I think it's, hold on, if I scroll, it's not that one. I'm sorry.
It's okay. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. They made Link talk.
Yes.
And they used Link to the Past Link.
And I showed that to one of my friends from college, and he didn't like the fact that Link talked. But what I do like about this Adventure Blue Dude is I really like the water cannon concept that they had in this project where you were shooting water at various targets and stuff. I thought that was really fun.
You weren't shooting water, you were shooting pellets, and that was part of my problem with the ride.
Oh, really? You should have been shooting water.
Yeah. Yes, you should have.
Because, with the water, I've been on a Tsunami Soaker, which is a brand, a flat ride that Six Flags is developing. Yeah. They're putting it in a lot of parks. Have you been on one of those?
No, but I've seen them.
Okay, they're really fun. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't want to go on one unless it's a hot day, but they're really fun, and I really like the water cannon element of it. And I think you could really use that on a dark ride. On a dark ride, that'd be so fun. I also think that's kind of what Donald and the Hurricane was trying to do as well, if I remember correctly.
That was more of a Rapids ride, I thought.
I don't know. I thought there was something.
And it was a great ride. I mean, it's been forever since I've read it, but
Okay. Also, speaking of which, we should highlight a couple projects from season 2 that we forgot. Season 10 that we forgot about. Let's talk about Little Broadway.
Yeah. um, yeah, no,
I honestly thought this was one of the best presented projects I'd ever seen. At the time it came out, I heralded it as the greatest project in the history of So You Want to Be an Imagineer. I still somewhat feel like it's the best presented project. I'm not necessarily sure it's the best, it's the most creative project in the world, but it does have, like, just the way that Thrill put together the website for the most part was just outstanding.
yeah, Thrill got really good at sites.
Oh, yeah, but I remember you guys did the Great Broadway ride, and everything was pitch perfect with that. That was a ride that Garrett had wanted to see for a long time.
I literally do not remember working on it, but I read it, and I remember the parts that I wrote. But I just do not recall working on it at all.
Obviously, you have the what you see here, the Ink and Paint Club. That was a good use of a building in California Adventure that's been sitting doormat since almost the beginning of the park's history, which is Hollywood and Dine. So, yeah.
We also had a Zombie Great Movie Ride.
Oh my god. Okay, folks. Zombie Great Movie Ride was one of the best things ever. We don't have that saved, do we?
I don't think we have any of it, but I did, all I remember is I did the queue, and I just love, like, the way everything was set up, where the queue is, like, really dystopian and, like, shit's going down, everything's serious, and then, like, you get into the ride, and it was just the most comedic ride ever.
Do you remember any of the specific set pieces you had?
Yeah, there was Zombie Gene Kelly.
Oh god,
singing in the rain.
Right, and he's trying to sing "Singing in the Rain," but he's failing miserably because it's zombie singing. Oh god.
Oh my god, that was a great ride.
That was so fun. And I remember another project that was also involved with that was it wasn't as memorable, but it was the Zombie Muppets. So,
or no, I think it was just Muppets.
Oh, was it Muppets in general?
Yes.
Okay, but I remember I found a picture of the zombie Muppets, which I used as the teaser. Because it was zombies and Muppets, so...
Yeah.
Alright. Anyways. So, anything else from Season 10 that we forgot to mention?
No, but I need to find that ride.
I know. That was fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about some of these early projects from Season 11. We had That Guy with the Glasses theme park experience. This was one of the things that was like, there's no way this would actually be built. You know what I mean? There's no way that Doug Walker and company could actually build a theme park. I mean, shit, dare to dream. You know what I mean? It's like, if they did, I'd be curious, but it's just an out there idea that I thought was really fun. What was your experience like working on it?
I judged.
Oh, you judged? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's no, I don't remember a lot of the early part of the season because it was so long ago. But I remember not being a huge fan of the results of this project.
I think the e-ticket itself was, as you said, it was very overblown. Kind of like Muse Miyazaki project in a way. Having said that, I like a lot of these little details here, like what you're seeing here, like the Nostalgia Lane homeless shelter. It's the best homeless shelter ever. Like, I don't know. I could picture that, you know. It's you got little doodads and such, you know, like merchandise. You gotta have merchandise. Joker exits through a gift shop, by the way, and it's the most cliche thing ever. I believe Chester A. Bum's Quest for Change was a flat ride.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was a flat ride.
Oh, they used the same Zelda font.
Also, this is great.
Yeah.
This is great. So, like I said, a lot of fun stuff came out of this.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's see. Anything else to talk about before we get into Daft Punk Space Mountain?
No.
No. Okay. Well, hold on.
Oh, Mew did a really good, great movie ride. Oh my god, you should tag him. No, there's a really...
Tag who?
Don't tag anyone. There was a really good, great movie ride with, a really cool Les Mis scene that I remember Mew did. Like, instead of what you call it? Okay. Instead of
congratulations.
oh god. It's my dream. Yeah, he had a really good like turn out 8 scene, which was really cool. It was just a cool project, but in place the gangster scene, so it was cool. Yeah, but other than that, no.
Okay, let's get to probably the main event of season 12. Oh my god. In retrospect, this might be my favorite project ever.
Dave said that a few times.
Yeah. Oh god. It's chocolate and peanut butter Adventure Blue Dude. I mean, I had the initial idea for it. I was like, do this and run with it, but they ran with it, and they just look at that. Just it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. I just seriously, just folks, I think the pictures just kind of speak for themselves. I mean, look at it's like you got this big keyboard projected across Space Mountain, got the homework thing, you've got the helmets. Oh god, it works so well. It works so well. So what do you think? What do you think? Do you love this project as much as I do?
Yeah, no, it's a really great project. I don't have quite the association with Daft Punk that you do.
I love Daft Punk is one of my favorite bands. I don't like the electronica acts, but Daft Punk is definitely up there.
I love Daft Punk, but my I don't listen to it that much.
I hear you.
Yeah, and my obsession with them mainly began because they did a song with Paul Williams, and it was amazing. Fucking Touch. That's a great song.
Yeah,
yeah. No, it's a really great project. The other ones I don't really remember. I remember them being good, but not really. They weren't like this.
Yeah, I remember the Green Day one being okay. They themed it to Boulevard of Broken Dreams. That was fine.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, it just seriously, this might be one of the cooler pieces of concept art we've ever seen in the game. Just this right here. Because it totally, like, they've got the vibe of Space Mountain just right, and yeah, it's totally Daft Punk, so.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. We had some new coaster technology at play this season also that they developed. Not one of the more memorable projects, but I did kind of like, I don't know, what do you think of this? I remember not really being a huge fan of this design when we were judging.
Yeah, I don't remember being a huge fan of this, because I have all the concept art. There's one of it's probably on there. It's like it was called the Pod. They were interesting. They just weren't anything amazing. Which I mean, it's
I think
a really
this would be hard
project
to pull off because it's like this is essentially like flipping the track as you're going off, but it'd be at such a high speed. It just I don't know.
Yeah. Also, if you guys would like more in-depth reviews and would actually like to know what each project was, they're buried deep within the backlogs of our channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's
then there
see what else from season 11.
Be Obscure. That was a project where we pretended that Mr. Toad's Wild Ride wasn't made, and essentially what happened was they made a dark ride based off of another different unknown short, essentially, and it came out really very cool. Like all the projects were super cool. This was like really the first project where we really saw Monkey's like writing style.
Oh yeah,
with the different fonts, because his team did a ride based off of Casey Jones, and it was super amazing. It was super cool.
Muse Brave Engineer, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Yep. Muse team did a project based off of nothing, but it was just kind of like Mickey's Circus, and it was really cool as well.
Good project. It just didn't fit the criteria of what I was asking for, and that was kind of disappointing.
Yes.
So,
yeah. No,
the Brave Engineer was a fantastic. That was definitely Rob kind of coming into his own with the with his style for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there wasn't really much else. There was a really quick Phantasmic project that was really cool. It was like very New Orleans based and was really interesting. And then there was a Pokemon Snap project, which was cool as well. And then don't have anything of the last two projects, but Mew won in the end.
Well, I do remember that the final project was create a video game-based theme park.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You was basically the only person that delivered anything that was really substantial. So the final three in that round was Mew, Future Imagineer, and then, gosh, I think the other person. Do you remember the other person? Probably not.
You told me Infinite, but I don't remember who Infinite is.
Infinite is the alliance partner I had in season 12 that we'll get into quickly.
Yeah.
It might have been Infinite in the final three. It might have been. Anyways. Okay, so yeah, Manning Reef ends up winning. I think that's fine. You know, it's like it took him 3 times to win. I think he was very memorable all 3 times he played in season let's see, he played season 5, season 10, and then season 11. So
Yeah.
I don't think I'm skipping any there.
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, he was a good winner. He's definitely like, it'd be kind of weird if he never did win the game. So let's go to season 12, which is I think is right up there for me with season 3. In fact, season 3 might be a little bit better because
It was supposed to be the second Clash of the All-Stars, and then the All-Stars didn't show up.
Oh, Evan. I remember so many days with you just being so frustrated when the season was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, folks, this is going to take like 5 minutes to cover. We really need to redeem the game of season 13. But basically, long story short, this was when we did switch. You want to talk about switching over to the website and everything like that? We should probably cut.
Yes. So what happened is Vision's Fantastic around this time-ish. It was in like October of like 2013 that I think we moved over, where Vision's Fantastic as a forum shut down, except for us because we were apparently the only active forum on the forum. So
we by far had the most traffic out of anyone.
Yes. So they kept us up. Instead of being a part of visionsfantastic.com, we were a part of SYWTVAI.com, and it was literally just our board. So they were like, I believe it was an automatic switch.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like,
everything was back. Everything that was backlog kind of transferred over, and we were stupid enough to not have backup files of all that.
Well, I didn't think they'd shut down the forum.
What?
I didn't think they'd shut down the forum.
Yeah.
That was part of my problem with not getting the things in. Getting the backlog stuff.
Well, also, we just had the whole... Well, let's kind of talk about it a little bit. Like, I think the big problem... Like, I love the gesture on Vision's Fantastic part. That was, like... I was basically made the head of that site. I appreciated it so much. To this day, I remember they put on the banner, all of your dreams will come true as long as you have the power to pursue them, or the courage to pursue them, or whatever. It was just a very, very humble and nice gesture on Vision's Fantastic.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's the problem, though.
We started getting bombarded with spam bots.
Yeah, it did get bombarded with spam bots. That's a problem. Also, even before that, I remember it was a hard switch. Like, I honestly think the switch between WDW Magic and that was an easier transition than the switch between Vision's Fantastic to the new site.
Yeah, it was.
Because I think with WDW Magic, it was very natural because a lot of people were already over there. We have a list of people at the end of the show that we're going to go over that did not make the trip to WDW Magic, but we'll get to that. But anyway, so long story short, I guess with Season 12, it was just a whole lot of me and AdvBlueDude just kind of like basically leading the team, and nobody was really doing much of anything.
Yeah, I just remember, like, we were doing one project, and, like, I was getting, like, really big with ideas. I'm like, we should do this. Like, we need to figure out, like blocking for this scene, like, what to do with that. And, like, it was for, like, we did a Christmas Phantom Anime project, which I really liked. It was really great. And I was like, we need to figure out, like, the bride's boudoir scene. Like, we should do this, this, and this. And then the next like, I get, like, a comment 5 hours later that's like, we should have a Christmas tree in the hallway. Okay.
You've told that story to me a number of times. That really sticks out with you.
It does, because like, I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do with this?
Folks, that is like the definition of like not working well in a team environment, right there.
I'm just like, what are we gonna do with this? Like, I'm thinking we should do like this for like theming, like further the story, and then like they were just like going like really extreme details without looking at anything else.
Right. Okay.
But that's basically what the season was. It was basically me, Tiki, and Monkey.
Monkey was there. Yeah, Monkey was there. I forget why Monkey was eliminated. He really should have won.
Did he make it to finals?
I don't think he did. I think it was a final 2, and it was me versus Snoopy.
Was it? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really do think it was Monkey's game to lose. I think that was kind of a shame that he didn't end up winning. Because honestly, in both my seasons I played, I never really wanted to win. Yeah. With season 8, my goal was just kind of to make a big like ruckus with the strategy and everything, which I accomplished. And then in season 12, I believe the only reason I played was that we were just low on people. So
yeah.
So literally, it's so unmemorable that Garrett, the person who hosted, doesn't even remember a single project in it. I just asked him on Facebook, and he says, "No, I can't recall." So, oh yeah, it was called Heart of Darkness, which I think is a very appropriate title, though Adventure Blue Dude, because Blue Wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is around the time that the Purple Wedding happened on Game of Thrones, which was right after. No, it was the Purple one. The Purple Wedding was the Joffrey thing.
The what?
The Joffrey thing was the Purple Wedding.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah.
It was definitely around the time. No, you named it after the Red Wedding, though.
No, I named it out after the fact that we had both a red and a purple wedding.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I just thought it was a fun, like, little running gag the Game of Thrones thing had. I haven't even watched a single episode of Game of Thrones. I just know about these dramatic weddings that these shows have. But no, the Blue Wedding was me taking out Adventure Blue Dude. I do remember I went to Monkey about the idea, and Monkey straight up defended you and just would not talk to me throughout that game. It's kind of, again, Adventure Blue. It's kind of funny, like looking back. It's like me and you and Monkey kind of had a very odd, kind of strenuous dynamic going on, where it's like we did play closely with each other, but at the same time, like you were always kind of weary of my strategy. I'm sure Rob was too, to a certain extent. So it just kind of blows my mind how close the three of us have become over the years, and Garrett too, of course. So it's just goes to show how So You Want to Be an Imagineer. I think those four people really need to be the Mount Rushmore of So You Want to Be an Imagineer. Me, Garrett, you, and Monkey. If not just for the fact that it's just the four people that have all met in person. So, so you will not have met Garrett yet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Anyways. Someday. I'm planning a trip in Christmas of 2017. Maybe you can join me.
I'll hopefully be down by then already.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Okay, anyways. So the Blue Wedding, I actually recruited Infinite Right Ear into my alliance.
Oh! I do remember Infinite, yeah.
I honestly don't even remember how it went down. I don't even remember how I pulled it off. All I remember...
the only reason it went through is because you put me in a position where I had to vote for myself. Because you put me in a position where I could either vote for myself or Monkey, and I was not going to vote for Monkey.
Okay, so that's really funny, because I was basically pulling a dick power move on the two players in the game who actually gave a shit.
Yes.
Looking back on it, I really shouldn't have done it.
Nope.
I really shouldn't have done it. Looking back on it, yeah. It
but
happened,
you won, and then you played the game alone.
Really, like, I was like being like all tee behind the things about it, but no, I'm adult enough to know that the Blue Wedding really shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Okay, but
and then you were trying to do Snoopy Go Home for a while.
Oh my god, that's right. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a season of one-sided strategy.
Oh god. Things I had, like, for the Blue Wedding, I had like a Game of Thrones wedding cake that was all drenched in blood, and then I colored it blue.
Yes.
And then for Snoopy Goes Home, I was like...
You photoshopped the Snoopy Come Home poster.
Yes.
and I'm pretty sure he started sending no dogs allowed videos.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a colorful season.
With Snoopy, I was just kind of like, and that was kind of the same reason I voted you out, sir, was because I'm proud of the fact that So You Want to Be an Imagineer has never had a repeat winner. And if I'm playing, that's kind of one of the things that I'll usually try actively to control. Is I was actually kind of really trying to get Infinite Right Ear to win in that season. I was kind of actively rooting for him to win. But in retrospect, I think it probably should have been Monkey out of anyone in that cast. That
Probably.
Yeah. Either Monkey or you, because you were actually giving a fucking working hard. So, but
look at me now.
Oh yes, you with your deck of cards.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I like my cards.
Your Hawkapella t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm still just dreaming about you and me just playing Go Fish in line for Radiator Springs Racers.
Oh, just you wait. I can show you the one magic trick I know.
Oh my god, it's great. It's gonna be magical.
Yes, it is. No.
Okay. I'm getting a smartphone, so I definitely think that we should be doing some YouTube videos in line, but that's a whole different story.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's about it for season 12. I ended up winning kind of by default. I really didn't want Snoopy to win. I remember I was kind of like pressuring you about it, like, hey, vote for me, don't vote for Snoopy, and I was kind of being a dick about it. But yeah, I ended up winning. Not the best season. Really, in retrospect, since season 3 was kind of like a stepping stone season in a way, I really do consider season 12 maybe the worst season we've had.
No, I'd agree.
So
it's because nothing really happened. It wasn't. It like Mew ran it fine. It was just like there was the switch. Like the forum was starting to die at that point. So like it was kind of just like a cocktail of awfulness.
Okay, so at that point, we did the transfer over to WDW Magic. You wanted to talk about that decision a little bit?
Yeah, that was about a year after. A little less than a year after. Basically what happened was over the summer/fall, we started getting a ton of spam bots to the point where like we couldn't really do anything on the boards. And I had been for a while, for like at least like a year or two beforehand, I've been trying to like attempt to start to bridge the gap between Visions Fantastic and WDW Magic. Didn't because of various things that had been happening on WDW Magic, like the Dream Fighter stuff. Like I would give I would give like Tiki like updates. Because I was lurking at that point. And then after I got eliminated from Season 12, I moved over to WDW Magic to start anew because I was sick of bullshit. And so all that was happening. Spam bots were coming in. We talked about setting up a new forum, but that didn't make sense. And then decided to eventually start to move over to WDW Magic. Then they came in and kind of took us before we could come on our own, which was perfectly fine. And then, and now we're here.
So let's briefly go over some people that did not make the transition over to WDW.
Or as far as we know, they didn't make the transition.
Right. If you people are out there watching, by all means, like we have a new member introduction thread on WDW.
That we do.
By all means, it's pinned. It's pinned to the top.
And we've got a few people come back, like Frontierland Fan, and who is now Al Song. And,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Future Imagineer, definitely one of the more memorable underdog players that we've had. He it was kind of funny because he had a nice arc. I believe in season 9, his big accomplishment was he was the one player to never be sent to Outcast Island.
Actually, I think you're right.
Which was a pretty interesting streak. I think I think it's worth noting, I kind of forgot to mention it, but one of the things I really like about Snoopy's victory, and I think Snoopy's victory in season 10, that I think kind of goes to show that a social game is also very key to the game is Snoopy never got nominated for elimination.
Yeah.
Which I think, like, when you look at that just as a stat, that's very impressive. So, anyways. Okay, let's see. So, anything else about Future?
No, he was a great. We talked about him a little bit last night.
We did.
I miss him.
Okay, Phineas the Ghost. I don't remember a ton about Phineas.
She didn't compete a ton. She did a little bit, but she did a ton with brainstorming. She was a great artist. I got her to do some art for me for when I tried resurrecting Prague Theater. And I still have that site somewhere. I could probably... I'm going to do that now, actually. No. She was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just have listed that guy who kept getting into fights.
I forget his name, but like he kept getting it. Like there was like a 2-month period where like he just didn't like Phineas, and he would go into like brainstorming threads.
Oh, I remember
and just argue
that.
with her.
I remember that.
Yeah. There was one time where like he wanted to make a video game park, and she comes in and he's like, "Hey, like, can I have some ideas for this?" And this guy's like, "Oh, you want to help now?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh god. Probably. Yeah. If that guy's watching, I apologize for this. We're probably for the better that he did make the transition to WDW matches.
No, he got better, but like it was just. There's always that one person.
Sure.
He was great creatively. That was like when we had that weird period where like there was like that one day where somebody posted like a link to the ideas wiki, and it was all like 13-year-old like fanficky ideas, and they were awful, which is fine, but they were like just bashing them. Like there's like 5 pages of this is awful. They should quit. And I'm like, what the? But like. Yeah, that was a weird period.
Okay.
But who else do we have?
We have D-World. Not a lot to say about D-World. He was kind of an underdog. Made it close to the end a couple times.
Yeah, I remember butting heads with him a lot. But he was really great creatively. He was really good in the Festival of Imagination.
Yeah.
And he was really great in season 9. So, yeah.
Okay, Costa Free, he had the record for playing the most number of times in, the most number of seasons. But unfortunately, he got eliminated very early, more times than not. But having said that, he made it deep. I believe it was season 8 or 9. 8, I think, that he made it to like 7th place or something like that. And also season 5, he made it to the semifinals, or the final project. So, he's Costa Freak. He's definitely one of those players where real life got in the way with him a number of times. I'm not really that surprised I wouldn't be surprised to see him randomly pop up at some point, but I also wouldn't be surprised to see him never go deep in a WDW Magic competition. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised.
Again?
What?
I don't think he'd compete again, but he's on WDW Magic.
Is he?
He's popped up a few times.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay,
but I just figured
Strat.
I miss Strat. He's popped up like once or twice on WDW Magic.
Used to be like regulars on WDW Magic, right?
More so Strat. Strat was around when I was around.
Right.
In like 2010, because I competed with him in the Imagineer 3. So Imagineer was never there, I don't believe. But yeah, he was great, Strat. He did a lot of really good stuff.
Strat was a very outside of the box kind of thinker. I really liked working with him. I really liked kind of like collaborating with him in terms of I am pretty sure that he co-ran season 9 with me. Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
Because he did all the audio stuff in addition to being a co-judge with me and everything. And I think he did a really good job that season with that.
Yeah.
Okay, and Imagineer 2017, one of the people that I butted heads with at first, but then by the end of it, I definitely thought he was one of the more talented people in our community. He took on a similar vein of you, Adventure Blue Dude, where he kept making it close to the end, but never making it to the final project.
He should have made it to finals for season 9, We tried so very hard to make that happen. The problem was that Disney's Son was not on Outcast Island.
That was the problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the big problem that screwed him over.
Yeah, because I worked really, really closely with him, and during season 9, and then yeah, I miss him.
Okay.
He hasn't been around in a while.
So we've kind of established season 12, not our favorite season, but Adventure Blue Dude and I, it's getting close, people. It's a few weeks away. We're getting nearer and nearer to the launch of So You Want to Be an Imagineer season 13. Get a clue. So Blue Dragon. God damn it. You need to work it into the plot that Blue Dragon 5 and yourself are like constantly like are the same person, but you constantly like change identities, and it's like a which one is which kind of situation.
Yes.
Okay, but so season 13, it's going to involve a murder mystery. It's going to involve a lot of cool stuff, but I'll let Adventure Blue Dude do most of the talking.
Yeah, so allow me to get into character.
No
And bear in mind that we're gonna have this is gonna be a slightly experimental season story-wise. Sorry, but yeah, we found a letter. We found that was addressed to us, and it reads, "To whom it may concern, you scientists, inventors, writers, doers, and dreamers alike are cordially invited to attend the annual summit of the Society of Explorers and Adventurers, which shall be held at secluded Mystic Point located deep within the jungles of New Guinea. Please arrive no later than 24th June 1899. Oops. As this is a private event open to only members of C and select invitees, please use discretion in regards to the upcoming events. The Society of Explorers and Adventurers hopes to see you in attendance. Yours in exploration and adventure, Jason Chandler, founding member of the Society of Explorers and Adventurers." And there's a slight note at the bottom that reads, "P.S. Arrangements have already been made to ensure a punctual arrival." So,
but how are we going to get to 1899?
Exactly. We'll just have to sign up to find out.
We'll just have to wait and see. So that's right, folks. Not only is So You Want to Be an Imagineer season 13 taking place in the past, it is going to take place within the sea mythology.
Yes.
So that is we're not going to, there's going to be some elements of murder mystery in the gameplay, some elements of it. But we're going to tone down the whole thing where it's like we're not going to have the killers on the teams or anything like that. That's kind of out the window. Instead, Adventure Blue Dude is hard at work on a story that's going to revolve all of the C members, a murder mystery, who's going to get killed off from C, how are we going to get to the past, what sort of C references and attractions are we going to weave in. You're going to have to wait to find out when you get a clue with So You Want to Be an Imagineer season 13. All right.
And also, I will be I should be uploading a scanned version of that letter tomorrow-ish, probably. So expect that on the morrow.
Okay, and also I want to just kind of point out we're going to do some experimental things with we're definitely going to try and announce a project live from Disneyland at some point when me and Adventure Blue Dude are on our trip. Kind of have some fun stuff there. We're definitely going to be doing a podcast covering everything. Maybe some additional bonus podcasting content. Who knows? Who knows? So, Adventure Blue Dude, do you have any last funny kind of words of wisdom?
Oh God, you expect too much of me.
I know I do.
I don't.
You don't? Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So You Want to Be an Imagineer season 13, everyone. It's going to be great. Join us late June.
Sign-ups very soon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very excited. Very excited. Season 13. All right. That's it. See you later.